Real Woman in Me show.
Hi. God bless you so much. We are still in the month of love, and I know you're loving right. If you know you're not loving right, please love right. My question is, what are the things you can sacrifice for love? What are the things you can give up for love? What are the things you can do to make your love work? You know how we do it every Monday. It is just all about the Real Woman in Me show, and my name is Lady Reverend Mrs. Charlotte Odo. I welcome all of you to tonight's episode. We are still on the month and we are still in the season of agreement. But today we're going to talk about the things you can let go, or the things you still need to keep it up in your relationship to save it or to just let it go. That's so many things we need to know. Today I'll tell you a little things about, or some of the things I had to let go so I'll be able to save my marriage. It can help you, it can help somebody. You know something, go to Facebook, the Real Woman in Me official page. Go to YouTube, Reverend Dr. Charlotte Odo, Instagram, the Real Woman in Me _ and get videos so you can also learn. Just stay tuned. I'll be right back. We'll talk more. God bless you.
The Real Woman in Me show.
Hi, welcome back. Thank you for staying with me. I hope we are all ready to learn something. Let me tell you something. When I was about getting married to my husband was that noble, that gentle, and to be frank, we didn't have money, but he had God. So my kind of life, I was the type that have to even sometimes travel from Takoradi to Kumasi to just go and do my nails and just go and do my hair and come back. Okay, that was the kind of life I was living. And when I'm in Accra, I go to my best place I normally do my hair was First Choice. Then at Kwashima Kanishi, that go and do my hair, go and do my nails and all that. I love doing that. I was the type that would buy the slick product and those things, good things. I love quality things. That was who I was. But when I agreed to marry my husband, I realized that my way of living, he can't afford it. But I realized he can afford my happiness. I realized my peace, he was ready to give it to me. And that was enough for me. So there are some of the things I decided, and the kind of job I was doing would take me off for my marriage, will not give me time to concentrate on my marriage. So I took a decision on my own, and I came to agreement with him. I said, you know something, some of the things we need to sacrifice, because if we really want to make it work, we need to sacrifice. Sometimes we tell ourselves that this is the way I was brought up, this is the environment I'm coming from, and therefore I need to live like that. No, the moment you come into agreement to live with a partner, there's some of the lifestyles you led or you've been living that you need to end it for the better. And some of the things you don't need to end it, you need to be better in those areas. Sometimes we love friends, we are always with friends, we party, we do the moment you come to agreement to be a wife or to be a husband, your responsibility is with your partner. Yes, there are days you can go out with your friends and all that, but there are some of the friends you need to cut them off. Some friends are coming to destroy your home, they will distract your home. So the question is, are you ready to let go of some of the things you love to do? Some people will love to dress in some way. But the moment you are getting married, remember, there is a responsibility you have taken upon yourself. And there is agreement you have to take with your partner. Things that the two of you must do that will please the two of you, that will make the two of you happy. You need to be very careful about it. These are some of the things you need to think about. So when I realized my husband at that time couldn't afford one or two things, and some kind of lifestyle I was leading wouldn't help my marriage, I had to let them go, and I don't regret any of them. They really helped me. And some of the lifestyle I was living that I needed the push to become better, I thank God I got a man. He's not perfect, but he helped me and pushed me to become better today. And I've not regretted any of them. But if you have to let go of something good that is going to push or benefit your life in the name of marriage, that will kill you, no, I wouldn't advise you to do that. A partner must see the good in you, push you to become better. But if the partner sees the good in you and want to destroy you, he's not there for your goodwill. He's there for your destruction and to destroy you. No, relationships or marriages build us to become better. It doesn't destroy us. But there are some kind of lifestyle, maybe you were a daddy B, so there's some treatment you got from home. And maybe your partner is not a daddy B, it's coming from a surviving background. The two of you must sit down to do this agreement. Listen, for my background, if I'm using paste, this petty things destroys homes. This one says that the paste, the way you use your paste, you are misusing it. And this one says that you need to manage it economically. The one using economically is coming from a surviving background. And maybe the one using it anyhow is coming from the daddy B background. Nobody cares how you use the paste because they will buy it every time. The two of you must understand where you are coming from. Then come to agreement that this is our life. No more father's life. No more our mother's life. This is our life. How do we want it? What are we going to do to make us happy? Now we do to make ourselves happy, not to make one happy and one is sad. No, there should be this agreement where the two of us are happy together. So if you were that lady or that girl that had Friday every time, go out with girls, your girl, you do girly things and go do your club and do all things. Remember, the moment you get married, your partner may not love you to do that, and will love you to let go of that. And maybe the Friday, spend it with your partner. Are you ready to let go? With your Fridays with your girls, are you ready? So you can have your Fridays with your partner, Fridays with your husband, Fridays with your wife, spend time together. You see, this is where our problem is. When we get married, we still want to live the kind of life we were living when we were single. When we get married, we still want to live the kind of life we were living when we had our freedom and nobody control or nobody had a right in our lives. The moment you get married, your partner is responsible to everything you do. Your partner is responsible to every decision you take. Because if anything happens, they will look for your partner and ask the partner questions. So you must make sure everything you are doing now pleases your partner and the two of you are happy together. There's some kind of lifestyles we know it doesn't suit a married man or a married woman. You need to be mature enough to understand. If I want to move from being single to a married partner or a married person, there are some of the things that doesn't go with it. Listen, in every level of your life, there are some things you don't need to do them. So don't say that because I'm married, so I shouldn't dress this way. Yes, if you want to marry, then you've told or you're telling the world that you are out of the hook. And therefore, it's only your husband that has the responsibility to see some of the part of your body. Or it's only your husband that has a right over some things over you. This is something we need to understand. Someone will say, so I'm married, so what? No, you're married, so something. It goes with sacrifice. It goes with so many things to let go. You are no more single. You are no more that free person. You may be free, but you hold responsibility, or you owe your husband or your wife the responsibility of whatever you do today. So listen, I need to let go because the money was not there. He couldn't afford, and I wouldn't want to kill him because this is my life, and therefore, if you are married to me, you should provide. Yes, he had to provide, but at that instant, he was not able to do it. What do I do if I love him? I need to let go of some things and build together to get to a point that I can do what I want to do because he can provide. So you need to learn this as couples, that there are things in marriages or relationship, as you are growing, you need to let them go. So if you're going to use the pace anyhow, remember now, it's not your father who is buying it again. Neither is your mother who is providing it again. Now it's the two of you hustling and building life together. You may have all the luxury because your family built it for you, but to maintain and sustain who you are and where you are, you need to manage and work it on your own. So there's some things you need to sit down in agreement and do it together. There's some places you have to go together as couples. If you still want to go with your guys and neglect your wife, I am telling you, you're no more a single man. You are a married man. You are no more a single lady. You are a married woman, maybe with children. So, there are some things we need to know when we get into the marriage or state of marriage. You need to learn this. You need to understand this. You need to sit down with your partner and come to this agreement together so that it can be easy for us to sacrifice, easy to let go, easy to build it together so we can have the peace and the harmony in the marriage. It wasn't easy growing up with my husband. It wasn't easy letting go of some things in my marriage. There were some things I never knew because I was building my life in the wilderness. My husband was a simple, quiet, noble man. I am the hot type. I am the type that is blunt. I say things and I don't really worry about what I say. I say them because I feel I should say them. But getting into ministry and marrying a man of God and building myself in ministry, I never knew there's some things I need to let go. So I'll be able to build my ministry and build my husband's ministry. It came with so many surprises. It came with so many sacrifices. You may also be going through the same thing. Some of the things I had to say, it got to the point I need to think, rethink before I make some utterances or take some decisions. Because I realized there are other people that are involved in our marriage. That is the ministry, the people we preach to, the people we minister to, the people that are in the lives of my husband. How do I deal with it? Now I need to be careful of the words and the way I want to live my life. Maybe I was living a life on my own when I was not married. Now I am married. That my partner's interest is also very important. My partner's happiness is also very important. So I wouldn't say because I was born in a Zongo and therefore I don't want to change. No, I need to change. As I'm growing with somebody's son or somebody's daughter, we need to grow and change. I don't know how well you want to grow together with your partner. I don't know some of the things you want to let go, some of the things you want to sacrifice to help you build your home. Sometimes we allow our attitude to hold the growth of our relationship and our marriage. We allow our self-grown behaviors to distract our home and say that this is the way I was brought up and therefore I am not ready to change. My brother, my sister, if you're not ready to bring a change in your life, then you're not ready to get married. Because the moment you marry, it's no more about you, it's about your partner too. So we do things, we try to compromise, we try to build it together, we try to sacrifice, we try to give ourselves chances and build and become better. So next time when you're making any decision, you consider your partner and ask yourself, should your partner see or get to know this? Will your partner be pleased and be happy about it? Listen, I am the boys type. I never liked women or having friends with women because any friend I took as women, I had issues with it. So I was okay with guys. So my life was boys. People had perception by the way they saw me. And I was I was like a tomboy. Let me say a tom girl. That's who I was. You see me in my cap, you see me in my chains, you see me in my Lacoste. I was always dressing like a boy. And that is the way I felt comfortable in that state. And to your surprise, I never wore any kente, any cabaret slate, never, until I got married. I never knew how to wear this cabaret slate cloth. No, I was always wearing my jeans, my top, my shirt, my foot, and those things. That was who I was. But I realized that I am going to get to another level of my life. That is no more about what I want and who I was, but it's about developing who I want to be tomorrow. You develop, you grow. Some people are not ready to grow. Some people are comfortable with where they are. Listen, if you don't want to grow in life, there is a problem with you, because if a child doesn't grow, we take the child to the hospital for doctors to diagnose what is wrong with the child. If a child is 5 years and it's not working, the mother is concerned, the father is concerned. They need to take the child to go and check. So if you don't grow in life, there's a problem with you. Don't be too comfortable in your zone. Grow to become better. And the way to grow is to get more ideas, is to get more information, is to learn new things and become better. Do things that will make you grow, become better, and not to destroy you. Bear it in mind. So if you're going to choose a partner to build a life with a partner, these are some of the things you need to know. You need to learn and agree with some of the things that makes your partner happy, or some of the things that can make it work in the relationship. So there were so many things I had to let go, so many things I had to choose, just not for myself alone, but for my partner also. And it really worked for me. But it wasn't easy making those decisions. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but for the sake of the love you have for your family, the love you have for your partner, if you're ready to build the future together, you need to let go. There are some of the things, some of the young ladies, you smoke, but as a married woman, you may get pregnant, and the doctors can even advise you it's not good. You were living a single life as a man, and you were drinking anyhow with your friends. You don't even save money. Every Friday, you need to go to the club with your friends, spend, drink, smoke, and do whatever you want to do. As a single man, the moment you want to be a responsible husband, you don't need to go spend the money again on any other person again. You now have to save money and build your future with your wife. Save the money used for your drink. Save the smokes and all that. Save the money because you are building a family together. You have responsibilities to take. Therefore, the friends and the parties, you must minimize them just to save your marriage. And don't always say that is the way I was brought up, so therefore that's how. No. That is the way you were brought up. But you are leaving your family, he's leaving his family for you to join us together. So he will bring his culture, you will bring your culture, emerge it together. He's bringing his character, you are bringing your character, you emerge together and form a beautiful family that will make the two of you happy. Don't just be selfish and it's all about you. Don't just be selfish and say that, no, this is the way I am and this is how it's going to be. No. When you get married, when you want to get married, understand this. There are times and there are days. The things you do as a single person, you must change it. You must sacrifice it for the peace of your home. Some kind of lifestyle you were living as a single lady, as a single man. The moment you want to commit, come to agreement with somebody and build a future in the journey of marriage, please, some of the things you have to change it. Some of the things you need to grow from it. Some of the things you need to become better. Have this mindset, ready for more information, ready to be enlightened, ready to learn, ready to be able to accept some different kind of lifestyle that is going to help build you to become better so you can stand with each other. Don't just say that I love the way I am. Yes, we all need to love the way we are to grow to become better. So loving the way you are is not a problem, but loving the kind of new life you have to build with your family is also very important. I don't know how you see it. I don't know what you think. But listen, if you want to have an agreement with a partner and build your life, there are some of the things you need to let go. You need to sacrifice and let it go. There's a kind of behaviors we do. You know, when it comes to your cooking, you don't know how to lay table as a wife. Because from where you're coming from, when your mother finishes in the kitchen, everybody goes to the kitchen and pick it up. You even sit on the floor and you eat. But the man you're going to get married to was brought up on the dining table. And thank God when he got married to you, he also bought you a dining table. You need to learn. It will take time for you to adjust to it, but you need to learn and welcome and be open to learn. So when you finish the food, you leave it in the kitchen, you say, go for your food. He's not brought up that way. You may eat your food in the kitchen, but he wants to eat in the dining table. We need to learn who our partners are, how they were brought up. We need to learn all that so that we can sit down and work how we can handle each other from where they are coming from. Some of us, as I was growing up, we pound the fufu. This is how my mother would do it. Then my mother would put the fufu in one bowl. My sisters, my mother, we eat together. My father eats on his own. My brothers eat on their own. But we were three girls. My mother would just put our food in one bowl. We will eat it together. So I was used to eating together with my siblings. So when you give me food alone, it became so difficult to eat alone. So I couldn't eat. I can be there the whole, even up to now, I can be there the whole day and I don't feel like eating food. But what activates, what gingers me is when we are together, I can eat more. That is how my mother brought me up. But when it got to a point I went to tertiary, I was living alone. I was staying alone because I was no more with my mother. So my eating became a problem. Sometimes my mother would tell me, no, you need to eat. And I don't know how to do it because I've been brought up, I grew with eating with my mother all along. if you give me alone to eat, your food will be there, I will eat it. I don't even like food. So my mother used that to motivate me to be eating. And that really helped me. But as time goes on, life changes. Time changes. So I changed. It took me time to adjust eating alone. So listen, when I got married, I have been used to eating alone. Now I need to be eating with my husband. It became a problem too. So I need to shift from eating alone and have the mindset of eating like eating with my mother. Shift it. It wasn't easy, but it was a sacrifice I needed to do. There were times my husband would come whilst I'm waiting for him for us to eat. If he delays a little before he comes, I'll finish eating. You know? And sometimes when I'm eating with him too, I'm like, I don't like the way you're eating. Like I have problems with it. You know, all that. And I'll be showing attitude. And it was so bad. I would complain about so many things. I was immature. I didn't know. Because I was used to eating this way. And I don't want this thing to happen. And that is not him. He's used to eating that way. And it's comfortable. And if I wanted him to change, I didn't learn how to speak to him for him to change. We all have that problem. We are growing. Let's grow together. But as I was growing in my marriage, I learned how to speak to him, and I learned to understand this is how you want to eat. If I want him to change, I need to eat the way I want to eat and joke with him sometimes, or in a beautiful way for him to be able to adjust to the better way. We grow together, and I'm telling you, with time and a little tease and all that, everything had worked it out. But it didn't start just a day. It's a process. So listen, no matter where you are coming from, no matter the background, how you grew and all that, be ready for change. Be ready for change. And it will help your marriage. Remember, on the 7th of March, we're going to have our conference, Women or Woman at the Well. My dear, 7th March is a holiday. This one is a limited seat. This time, it's not the one I do for few people come plenty. This one, I'm not looking for plenty people. I'm looking for quality, no quantity. I want people who value their time with God. Just register. The numbers are on the screen. Register because the seat is limited. I want some kind of few number of people for this conference. Souvenirs are going to be given. And there's going to be breakfast. There's going to be a buffet in a very beautiful environment in Osu. So all the informations are there. When you register, we'll tell you what to do. Register the numbers on the screen: 055-236-9403, 055-236-9403, and the other numbers are there. Please WhatsApp or call and we'll register you so you can be part of the women or the woman at the well. It's one of the greatest conference God laid in my heart or on my heart, and women are going to be impacted that day. You cannot miss it. 7th March. Whatever you are doing, just give your time for 7th March. It's a holiday. And meet me and let's do it together. I love you so much, but Jesus loves you more. Let's meet same time Monday. It's 10 p.m. to 10:30. I love you. Stay tuned. I love my crew. I love you. And if you want to sponsor, you know how to do it. Please come on board and let's do it together. We are going higher places. We need to have a change of mind. Let's meet. God bless you. Bye. Bye.
The real woman in me show.